Welcome back to Story Mode, where for the last time in the year 2011, it's been a long year, and Mandy is now out of work, and technically we're both not working. Well, I was selling cars for Stan here and there, but that wasn't enough to keep me afloat. But I have an idea, a good idea. It's finally the end of 2011 and I am constantly playing my favourite Gears game, Gears of War 3. So it's the end of 2011 and this is the year my mother moved out of our family home and moved over 2 hours away. She moved into a little country town and that's where she wanted to settle and retire, so I had to give her that. It happened to be my birthday the same day she sold her house. We got home and Jess gave me a beautiful birthday present. She repainted my black cinema room. Meanwhile, Mandy made me a beautiful birthday cake, in the style of Star Wars of course. But unfortunately Judy called and Mandy had to drop off a car for Stan to its new home. And this is one we had for about 4 months, so we'll miss it. When Mandy delivered the car to the gentleman, she realised he was a pinball dealer and he had plenty of pinballs inside his house. In fact, he had pinballs that needed fixing. Mandy was quick to explain we repair pinballs and she would love to actually get his machines, restore them for a fairly good fee. He jumped at the chance. He then gave us contacts in Germany and Italy to import our own pinballs, restore them and make them new again. 2 days later, the man trucked over a pinball as a gift. He gave us a Star Trek 25th anniversary. It was in horrible condition and Mandy made it look brand new. In the meantime, I was more worried about my arcade machines and my arcade room. Now, blog 10 entitled New Sound, New Vision was all to do with our new camera. As you can see, Alex is walking in to the newly set up arcade room. I'm playing Golden Axe 2 and we've got the old camera on. This old camera was good. It did actually do 1080p due to an update, but it didn't have external mic, and that was our biggest problem. Having an external mic such as a boom mic or even a body mic, which I end up picking, was priority. And well, look at the difference. Commercial camera. Let's turn this one off. Say goodbye to it. It's been very good to us. But let's move on to bigger and better things. Okay, we're back, and while you're looking... Now straight away the picture was a lot better. We didn't use any extra lighting. That was just replacing the camera. You could see it's a lot brighter, the colour's better. We had to do some mucking around with the settings, but the biggest improvement was once we switched on the body mic. Mic, let's turn that on. Got a body mic. This is actually studio grade body mic. Alex. How's that? Better? Yep. Yep, good? Yep, no problem. So we're just going through teething. We've got to do levels and all that, but we thought, look, we'll do it on blog 10. And there you have it. Blog 10 was all about the camera and the microphone, and I sound so much clearer. No echoing anymore, and I could tell a lot of people were happy. Well, the rest of the blog, I just take a bit of a tour around the arcade room, and we'll bypass all this now because now we're going to look at Good Game. I was on a TV show known as Good Game on the ABC, and that was actually up on YouTube, but I was told to take it down by Good Game because it was copyright. Well, now Good Game have finished and I have permission to finally put it back on YouTube.
Good game.
I think it's every gamer's dream to own their very own arcade machine. Well, we caught up with Joel, a hardcore collector who's lovingly restored a motherload of arcade machines at home.
Ah! started collecting arcade machines probably in the late 80s. I got to the point where home consoles weren't enough. and I wanted the pinnacle of video games. This is a low boy that was introduced in the early 80s. It's a wood grain type cabinet, and you can see it's kind of a bit squashy for 2 players. So then later on in the early 90s, they went to something like this, which is called an Astro City. And they're really good because you can sit down on them and, yeah, a nice big screen. I really feel a connection with the arcade machines because that's what I played when I was younger. And it just electrified me. I just felt at one with the machine. You're standing up, you have the joysticks, you're not sitting down on the couch like a home console, and nothing can go past the moving machines. Also the artwork around the machines. There'd be something walking up and seeing that artwork. It's just nothing like it. The amount of machines I have at the moment would be in excess of 40, maybe more. Most of them are at home, and some are in storage. They're very, very big, bigger than, say, a car would be, and high, so they can't stay with me at the moment. To find the machines that I wanted, I had to literally search overseas, home collectors themselves that didn't want to use the game anymore, or build it from parts.
When I first met Joel about 13 years ago, I remember walking to his grandmother's garage and there was a power drift. And I thought, what the hell is this machine? I've got absolutely no interest. And as soon as I jumped on it and started playing it, I thought, hey, there's a bit of fun to this. And I started to learn to appreciate, I suppose, the interest in the art. But when he started collecting, I actually started to appreciate more the finer detail, the work and the graphics and the history behind all these machines.
These machines are one of my favourites. This is what I really grew up with. They were introduced in '88. They were your real Street Fighter type cabinets with your 6 buttons. And it's very easy to just change the tops of the cabinet and play different games. This is a Ninja Turtles dedicated cabinet. I'm currently restoring it. As you can see, the panel's a bit grubby and it needs a bit of love and care. This is my workshop where I repair my arcade PCBs or anything to do with the machines. The PCBs are the printed circuit boards, which is the arcade game itself. It just requires a power supply and it has wires coming from the PCB to go to the inputs, which are the joysticks, and also the outputs, which will be the screen and the speakers. The majority of the PCBs I do have to repair myself because they're a lot older. Some of them are 30 years old and they've been through different machines at times, different hands. They corrode and rust and also wear and tear. I don't rush any machine because I want it to be as perfect as it can be, if not new condition like it would have been in its day. This is a Space Harrier. It's called a rolling type cabinet, which is a full moving cabinet. It moves left, right, back and forth. It's an extremely rare machine. There was only 63 made in the world back in 1985, and apparently there's very few left in the world these days, and I'm very, very lucky to have it. The Space Harrier took me approximately 2 years and almost working every day on that machine. Every Friday night I have friends come over and we play the arcades and have a pizza and a drink and relax and enjoy. I'd like to keep the dream alive and have the old school arcade machines. I have a 2-year-old son and I'd love him to experience what I experienced when I was a teenager. And it's something that everyone should really experience in their home. Even just to have one arcade machine there, it's something that we'll never see again.
It's quite inspiring to the point that our son's actually become quite a bit of a fanatic with some of these games as well, and it's rewarding to actually see them sharing this common interest and hobby, and I hope they take it forward.
Good game.
I've had a few people ask me to do a pickups video, and I'm not really into pickups, so what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to do it within a blog, but this will just be a one-off. Now, I happened to pick up an arcade machine this week. It's a Ninja Turtles cabinet, and don't worry. Yes, that Ninja Turtles cabinet, believe it or not, I still have not fixed it up, but I got that for $100. It needed a few capacitors changed on the monitor, and the machine was good as new. Being that cheap, it didn't have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles board in there, but I did have the board separately, so it was fantastic. Some Sega stickers. These are the foot and hand warning stickers you'll see on Afterburner and Power Drift. I think from memory. Yes, I'm just showing all the Sega stickers I acquired at the time, but there were plenty more than this. This was just some of them. There's the Gallop sticker there for the deluxe Daytona boot. You know, there's Space Harrier stickers, and yeah, there's just so many of them. Now, with all this arcade artwork and restoring arcades, I still had something else to do. We had to get a bigger car to cart around pinball machines. This had to be something that, one, we could use as a family, and two, Mandy could drive pretty sensibly. Well, we ended up getting a Mitsubishi Pajero, and we had to choose suitable number plates. At this time, we had to re-upload the last Ninja review and take out a couple of the music tracks we used because we got a copyright infringement. At this point, the blog was just talking about games I'm playing now like Resistance 3, Xenoblade Chronicles and things like that. And Gears of War 3 wasn't far away, and I was going to do pretty much a full-blown review on this. This would be the first modern game I would review. Okay, just to wrap up, next week I'll be doing a Gears of War 3 review on the Xbox 360. So Last Ninja will be pushed just slightly out again. The only reason I'm doing the review is because I'll have it a little bit before release date. So just to give everyone a look, and I'll play it and have a look at what the game's improved on compared to part 2 and my thoughts. Also, this is the Gold Lancer that's available from Game Traders. It's quite weighty and very realistic. Makes a loud noise. So yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, bye for now. I remember that blog like it was yesterday, and I've still got that incredibly loud Lancer. Well, we were extremely busy, and I couldn't wait to see the end of 2011, an extremely busy year. And now we were so busy with pinball and arcade machines, we had the future ahead of us. And who knows what 2012 will bring.